Hey, this is Rob from Flailthroughs again. We are back with StarMade. Um, you'll notice I've made some changes. This is actually Flail 1. The Flail Flyer is still around one of these corners. Where did I park? There it is. But I've reduced that to a thruster, to a power supply and a thruster, because when you do that, this thing just goes. But I got it down from orbit because I needed to run some parts for the new ship I built, which, let's go visit it. This is the last time you'll see fast travel this whole video. I'll warn you. Here it is. Welcome to, well, a big blocky mess. Just for sake of argument, let's. Oops, I may have rammed it. Let's just say it's the Crimson Permanent Assurance, because it's a rectangle. It is a very well armed rectangle, I will tell you, but it is a rectangle. So okay, let's just eject here so I can look at it slowly and without, bashing into it. It's got 5 sets of missile tubes. 4 are fire linked and they are of 20 blocks each, because all adjacent blocks count as one tube, so it fires 4 missiles of, 20 times the base missile damage each. And then a 5th tube separately set up with its own computer, because I want to be able to fire while the first tubes recharge. So we're slightly upside down at the moment, but that's the only weapon systems it has, but they are very long range, and then the back of the ship is just hilarious. So, and despite all of that, it still has all the pickup of the garden shed it is. So we're probably about to die again, but we're gonna go attack those pirates again. Revenge! But let's see, open the blast doors. I just have to get at a better angle, which is actually tricky in space. Like, very. Okay. What about that? No? Let's see if I can get myself right side up. This is the first trick, because the buttons that would usually... Oh wait, if I hit space, doesn't that align me to the ship, which does have proper up and down? It's supposed to, but it ain't happening. It happened. Okay, good. There we go. And now we go in. We close the blast door. We enter the ship core and press right to switch to our main camera. And now, navigation, set or load waypoint, plot a course for pirates. Okay. We're going to try this again, and I also have shields on this. I forgot to mention that. I do have shields. I'm not sure how many. 20, or 10 capacitators, 20 rechargers, which I don't anticipate being very much, especially with this kind of mass, but as you can see, yeah, it takes a while for this baby to get up to top speed. And also, let me just show you real quick. That's what firing the main missiles does to my power. I had to install a ton of capacitors. I think it has like a power... The base on a ship is 150. This is 50,000. This has 150,000, so... I am probably not doing anything very efficiently, but I am me, so this is to be expected. I may have set the guided missiles up wrong. We'll find out, but I'm going to attack that pirate station again, and missiles have a better range than the cannons I was using before, so there's a good chance that I will be able to do some damage to these things without hurting myself. That is the hope. If I can stay out of the range of their turrets, I might have a shot at this. But since I have shields, and since this took a lot of time and effort, if my shields get depleted too quickly and my hull starts taking damage, I'm probably just going to run for it and see about installing more shields and other, gimmicks. But I think I've got a shot at this. If my missiles are strong enough to break through their shields, which none of my attacks to date, as far as I can tell, have been, I'll have a shot. A literal shot. But let's see how this goes. I'm about a minute out. Flying the Garden Shed of Death up to their space station. And yeah, so top speed's about the same as everything else. As far as I can tell, there's just a top speed, and what you control with your amount of mass and your amount of thrust is how fast you get up to it. Or stop. Doesn't stop very fast either, I don't think. Yeah, so I am going to have to, you know... My dad described like the first car he ever owned, which had, horrible early 1960s brakes, as being something you better decide what block you wanted to stop on. And I think I have recreated these archaic brakes through the magic of StarMade. So I'm going to start with the light volley in the hopes of feeling out whether or not this is going to work. Incidentally, I have attached damage beam computers to these systems, which should give me target lock. I have not equipped damage beam barrels, so I'm not sure exactly, how that is going to work. Also, I lost the pirate station. The waypoint is set, but let's go to navigation. Pirate station. Where? There. Okay. Let's see. I seem to be locked onto a turret. We're going to just aim slightly off and see if the missiles arc in, so I'll see if I have to attach anything else or not. Oh good, it maintains target lock if you switch between systems. That's encouraging. Is it going to track? Looks like it, so... Missile Bay 1 is already recharged. I'm going to need to get a little closer. They're overheating, or I'm overheating? If they're overheating, that means that my attack has been a success. Fire. Okay, well, their shields are already down to 25%, so let's say my attack is a success here. Following target lock. Shields are being hit, but they are recharging slowly, so if I pull back when I am in trouble, I should, ideally, be able to manage this. I swear I just saw a piece of my ship go by. Yeah, my armor... Oh no, that's their armor. But, technically I should not be seeing chunks of my ship fly by because I have, energy shields. As I understand it, that I should not see that. But maybe I don't understand how their shields work. Maybe the shield projectors have to be on the outside and they're only shielding the inside components of my ship. I don't know. But I just need to score some hits because it does seem like I'm doing damage here. There's that. There's those. Yoiks and away. Last time I was here, because I did take another stab at it in between sessions, they had a guard ship here too. So if I encounter that, I'll be interested to see how it does. But it looks like if I move fast, I have enough time not taking damage that my shields will actually recharge. So far, their shields are not recharging, so I'm thinking they do not have capacitors or regenerators. Capacitors are what make shields, regenerators are what regenerate them. But let's see, they're overheating, it says, which I'm happy to hear. I'd like them to overheat. It would be lovely. There's that one. I may have come up with a half-decent recipe here, guys. My shields are taking serious hits. Let me back away again. I got a hit in there, but I'm not sure it did much of anything. Let's throw another set of them at them. Oh yes, and the way you get the missiles to have a color like that is you link a light block to them. So I made some actual blue lights instead of just the ice crystals I like carrying with me. And yeah, made some made some light to, because I wanted blue projectiles. Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm damaging them or not. I mean, occasionally I'll see numbers pop up, but I think it just depends. But I don't think the tracking is working. I think I should have connected damage beam barrels to the computers to make the target lock actually work. But at least it does provide more information, which is lovely. So I'll just circle these guys and see if I can do some damage. The one problem with missiles I discovered on my last run is they can shoot them down. So if I keep them shooting at me and keep firing multiple volleys of missiles, presumably there's a chance, a decent chance, they will not shoot all my missiles down. My power plant strategy seems to have worked, though, because I am not... I am not having trouble... The first time I tried to fire these missiles, I got a power failure every time I fired them. Then I added more blocks and more capacitors, and I could fire one volley of them out of 4. Then I attached more and more and more until I could fire 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and then 4 blocks. And this is what convinced me that the last 20 block set needed to be a separate entity. Also, the long recharge time, and I think I was probably wise in that. My shields are recharging. Nothing is recharging, but I'm not sure they've taken any damage whatsoever. But I'm not taking any lasting damage, and they're not taking, and they're not taking any damage. So, compared to how this went the last time, I will take a protracted stalemate. Because this, could take a while. I have not dropped their stats at all, so... And nothing says it's overheating anymore, so I'm not sure if I caused that, or if they caused that, or... I don't know what's going on, but you know that by now. That's the job. I flail, and sometimes I get through. Let's see, I want to come fairly close. I hope my shields will hold long enough for it to work. Fire. Shields are holding pretty well, so let's keep throwing missiles at them as I circle. Actually, my shields... now they're hitting me. Now they're hitting me. Pretty hard, too. Let's lob one more set of missiles and then back off. Okay, backing off. Shields are holding at 70-some% and recharging. This is at 46%. Let's back off some more. That may have been a piece of my ship that went by, but I doubt it, because armor and hull and all those things are still showing as being at full. So I may be doing something rightish here. Ish. And something on their station says it's overheating, so let's get a little closer with aired extra kaboom and see if I can do something to them. Firing. Strafing. You can change the direction. I mean, the default is that every weapon will on your ship will point forward. But if you wanted, you could have them point backwards or downwards, which you could set up a bomber on this if you really wanted to. You could do it. It's an interesting idea. Maybe I'll do it sometime. Ooh, 40% shields. Backing off, backing off, backing off quick. 34. Come on, I don't want to take damage to this pretty ship I've worked so hard on. You will leave my garden shed of doom alone, thank you. Let's see. Will the missiles find their mark? Maybe. I'm not sure if I'm just not doing enough to penetrate their shields yet, or if I'm just not aiming very well, or what. I'm tempted to just go home and double down on the shield modules so I can get close enough to lob more missiles at them. But I don't know. What I do know is I'm going to keep shooting missiles and getting as close as it will let me without me dying. 70% shield. 71. 79, 1.9, 55. Backing off, backing off, backing off. Backing off while firing missiles because, you know, why wouldn't you? Okay. I'm not sure. Their specs have not changed, but I'm not sure if that readout is accurate. All I can say for sure is we're still shooting at each other. So, I think I'll wait till the shields are back up to 100% or so and all the weapons are charged, and I will try and get in as close as I can and lob some stuff at them, because I don't know what else I can do about this. Fairly far away. 72, 72, 74. Yeah, I think I need more capacitors and rechargers. I can probably stuff them in there somewhere. If I do, I'll probably need a larger power plant, which means more building on, which means, you know, I'm just going to have to put an outbuilding next to my Garden Shed of Doom. That's all there is. But 100% shields. Let's go get in trouble. Let's make an attack run straight in. Do some damage if we can. Get close enough that it's hard for them to attack, to take down my missiles, and then go. 89, 90, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, go. And go. And that's as close as I ever want to be to that. Did I hit anything? Like, anything? I don't know, but, let me sit still, because I don't think they're hitting me, and I'm fairly close. Missiles. They're not hitting me. No. Okay, well, I've found a blind spot on this thing, so I'm going to keep lobbing missiles at it and hope. Any little blue numbers? Be my friends, little blue numbers. Fire. From this distance, if I can get close enough with the shields at 100, I'll do it. But let's just sit a moment in this nice little blind spot, get our shields charged back up, and see if we can actually do some damage to this thing. Space stations are tough, which, when you say it out loud, makes sense, because it's like you're building a fortress in the middle of space, and if you do it wrong, you know, everyone on it is going to die. So yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be as tough as they can possibly make it. Which just makes sense. That's where I went wrong with the making sense, you know. Right? Oh, they are firing at me. Okay, well, I'm firing at them, and my shields are almost down, and I am taking hull damage. Time to leave. Time to back out and hope shields down. 10. Okay, 10. Once your shields drop, it takes 10 seconds, not centeconds, for them to recover. So, and the stats on the pirate ship have not changed, or on the pirate station have not changed. So, I have, you know, I borked this one. So what I'm gonna do? Yeah, only some of my missiles fired. That's not a good thing. Oh, that was the small tube. That looks like the full complement. But shields are coming back up. I am outside of their firing range. I think for now we're gonna have to call this one a failure and go home, because I am surely, you know, hitting them, and occasionally it'll say they're overheating, whatever that means, but I'm not damaging them. So let's go back home. And, you know, the test run did not go perfectly. Actually, I need to go to the shop because I can pay to have this beast repaired. So let's do that. Oops, wrong button. It's always the wrong button, isn't it? Let's just switch to an empty block. We do not want to accidentally repair or attack the shop. They don't like that. I'm also going to move to one of these asteroids, probably one of the the volcanic ones, because they're they're reruns. I've got like 17 of those. And I want to see what the missiles do to just bare unprotected blocks, because I'm curious. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, brakes on this thing. It is, you know, it has some serious momentum. So, shop, repairs, repair systems, 3,000 credits. Repair armor, 1,000 credits. Which is enough to take us back up to 100%, so while I wait for the reboot, or actually I've done the reboot, I'm just going to look. Did we lose any blocks, any missile tubes, anything of note? It looks like we did not. We didn't lose any cameras. It repaired all the armor, so, you know, regardless of what that may look like, it should be at full strength. So, okay. Looks like one wedge of armor. No, not even that. I just didn't quite build it symmetrically, which, you know, who's surprised? Not I. Okay, so I'm not sure. Actually, I do have an idea. I'm going to go home and I might try adding a few more shields and adding a few more words. A few more shields, a few more missile pods, and see if that will do the trick. I run a definite risk, and risk it is, of ending up with, again, an underpowered ship. But I'm going to take the chance. Because I would like to actually, you know, destroy that station this time, or failing that, you know, do some marked noticeable damage to it. You know, either one would be groovy. So let's just get back to the planet, which is about 2 minutes out. I forgot I wanted to blow up an asteroid. Oh well, we'll try it once my missiles are upgraded. But yeah, I'm gonna add, let's see, 420. I'm gonna make 40 more barrels and expand each of the barrels by each of the 5 sets of barrels by another. I'll make 50 then, and add 10 to each, I guess. Which, no, I'll do. I can't brain today. I have the dumb. But no, I have the 4 main guns are clusters of 4. So, and the bottom gun is a cluster of 2. So, I'll expand each of the top ones by 2 and the bottom ones by 4, and 5/8 is 40. Yeah, so we want 40. There's one of those asteroids. Let's try out my guns on the way home, just so you can see them actually do something. But yeah, we'll make more shield capacitators and regenerators and throw them on the ship. We will make more missile barrels and hope I do not totally crash my power grid. And assuming the test flight after that goes okay, we'll try it again. Which, probably dumb, but let me be dumb. Okay. It stops a little faster if you, like, pull back on the stick, too, so. Okay. Full spread of missiles. Okay, with something that isn't shielded, it's pretty damn formidable. So that's what we're working with. And that's the focus missiles. That's the widespread. I think I need, for one thing, I think I need to fire in the widespread because that probably gives a better chance of my missiles not, A, not all being hit, and B, not sailing past. So, no, let's turn those off. I do not want to accidentally shoot my planet. My planet.